Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. Now I get asked all the time, how much does it cost to live in Germany? So I thought it was time to make a 2021 Germany cost of living video. And I hope you find this video helpful. I need to preface it by saying that people have different thresholds for what they consider expensive or not expensive, and what they require in a living situation. One person could easily live on less money by not eating out and not going to bars and things like that, while another person would much rather spend money doing those things and less money for an apartment. We're all different, and this video is really meant just to give you an idea of what things cost in general here in Germany. Rent is usually the largest cost for most people and will predetermine your average cost of living. Rent really depends on where you live. Rent is more expensive in bigger cities like Munich and Frankfurt, which are the two most expensive cities in Germany when it comes to rent. Over the past decade, rent has increased rapidly in Berlin, but is still very cheap compared to other capital cities in Europe like Paris and London. Rent is 32% higher in Paris than in Berlin and 99.97% higher in London. Can you believe that? A one-bedroom city center apartment will cost you on average 946 euros and 50 cents, while outside the city center, the same apartment would cost you 670 euros and 44 cents. In Munich, the average rent for a one-room apartment in the city center is 1,306 euros and 41 cents. While outside the city center, it's 1,001 euro and 14 cents. Frankfurt, a one-bedroom city center apartment will cost you on average about 1,047 euro and 59 cents, while outside the city center, the same apartment will cost you 816 euros and 54 cents. In cities like Hamburg, Stuttgart, Cologne, and Dusseldorf, the rent averages around 10 to 14 euros per square meter. Leipzig is still the best value when it comes to rent of the major cities. A one-bedroom city center apartment will cost you on average 519 euros and 56 cents, while outside the city center, the same apartment will cost you around 416 euros and 88 cents. Standard grocery stores are usually very cheap in Germany. Discounters like Aldi and Lidl have made the retail food market in Germany very competitive. The major grocery stores tend to stock fewer items though, so you have to shop at specialty stores often if you're looking for items that the major stores don't carry. If you're single, live alone, and maybe eat out once or twice per week as well as lunch during work, you shouldn't need more than about 50 euros per week for groceries. Now me, I don't really eat out that much because I'm trying to not, so my grocery bill tends to be a little higher, usually around 75 to 80 euros per week. Now, as far as public transportation goes, you'll pay about 60 to 90 euros for an all-inclusive monthly ticket for the main city zone that you're living in. Now, of course, the cost will all depend on where you live. If you're in bigger cities that have trams or metros, it'll cost you a little bit more than if you're in a city that just has bus service. Owning a car in Germany can be pretty expensive. The cost of insurance and maintenance tends to be higher than in other places like the United States. The cost of gas when I made this video was averaging around 1 euro and 50 cents per liter. Taxis can also be pretty expensive, and I don't believe Uber is allowed to operate in Germany still. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong and leave me a comment and let me know, but from the research I've done, I don't think it is. On average in Germany, you'll pay around 2 euros and 50 cents per square meter for your main utilities like heating, water, gas, or electricity. Like in the United States, phone, internet, and cable can come bundled together, and it will usually cost you around 45 euros per month. Dining out in restaurants is pretty inexpensive. It costs lower in Germany to eat out than it does in the UK, and probably a little bit less expensive than it is in the United States. Fast food will cost about 7 to 8 euro, and the price of drinks is usually low, around 3 to 4 euro for a beer and around 5 to 6 euro for a good quality glass of wine. A coffee will cost you around 3 euro in a local coffee shop, and movie tickets, when movie theaters reopen eventually, will cost you around 15 euros. Now, what does this all mean? As I've shown, the cost of living really depends a lot on your individual lifestyle, but some things cost the same no matter what. You can economize on your apartment requirements and eat out less if you're on a budget. You can easily get by without a car if you live in a major city like Berlin or Munich. Groceries can be purchased at a lower cost if you're happy to shop at discount supermarkets and not buy stuff which is more difficult to find in Germany. Clothes can be as expensive or cheap as you want them to be. A single person who is making about 2,000 euros per month after taxes and social security contributions can easily afford a comfortable life here. Although that said, rent will typically be your largest monthly output. This could be around 40 to 50% of your income if you live in a city like Munich, compared to 20 to 25% of your income if you live in Leipzig. My single biggest takeaway would be this. Consider the cost of rent over and above anything else when you get a job offer or are considering which city to move to. Everything else, except for utilities, you can more or less adjust to live within your means. You can for sure survive on less than this if you are happy to share accommodations or cut back on holidays, meals out, and other non-essential items. Now guys, I really meant this just to be an overview, not to go too deep into the woods about exactly what it costs to live here, because everyone's requirements are different. So I just wanted to give you some ballpark figures and to give you a start about what to think about when you're thinking about moving to Germany and how much it would cost to live here. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please go ahead and hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you go ahead and do so. And click the bell icon so you'll get notice when I post new videos. Guys, until next time, I will see you later.